I was with my ladies, and we were having a lovely time. Tea, crumpets, you know how it goes. The men, on the other hand, were drinking wine and beer and ale and anything else they could get their hands on. They had the concubines all around the little tarts. The men had been drinking heavily. Heavily. For 1 week. It had come to quite a crescendo, if you will, and I got word from 7 eunuchs. God bless their souls. I received word that I was to appear before the king. Xerxes had sent these eunuchs to summon me. And he said, "Come, my dear, present yourself that I might show you off in all your splendor, all your beauty." And I was a beauty. Time has been tough on you. I want you coming with nothing but a crown and a smile to appear before my men. These men had been drinking quite a bit. I think I mentioned that. And he wanted me to appear in my birthday suit and a crown. It seemed quite disrespectful. And not a little bit dangerous. Although I was the queen, so I would probably be well protected. I sent back a message, "Not on your life, Xerxes." Well, I don't know if it was the liquor or the company he was keeping, but Xerxes flew into a rage when he received that word that I would not appear before him as an object to be ogled. He consulted with his drunken cohorts, and he said, "What shall we do about this? The queen has refused." Well, they weren't the brightest bulbs in the kingdom, clearly. And they suggested to Xerxes that my saying no might rub off on the other ladies in the kingdom. The other women in Persia might decide that, well, if the queen could say no to her king, then I can say no to my husband, whatever he might ask. This got their shorts in a knot, as they say, their tunics in a knot, and they got nervous, and they set out to stop that, to crush that thinking. They said to the king, "Well, we cannot have this. You must create a law, a royal decree, that states that if anyone says no to the king, she is cast out, or he is cast out. And that includes Vashti, the queen who denied you and denied us." So the king, as I said, had been drinking for about a week, well, maybe longer than a week, and he said, "Yes, that sounds like a great idea." And he had his royal scribes write down this decree, that I was no longer to be queen. No one was to refer to me as queen, they were only referred to me as Vashti. And I was to be banished from the kingdom. Never to drink from those golden cups again, never to taste the king's wine. Set out as an example to all of the women in the kingdom of what would happen if they said no to their husbands. I gathered myself up, let me tell you, with all of my dignity, such as it is. And I took leave of Xerxes. And let me tell you, I never turned back. Times were very difficult for me. I was not accustomed to fending for myself, and there were obstacles, there were chatterings among the people. "Oh, there goes Vashti. She said no." heard the women murmur, "You go, girl." Sock it to them. Put it to the man. And they would show me kindnesses from here and there. And I did survive. Despite the men who tried to keep me in my place, despite the men who tried to set an example for all women, I did survive. To you men who may think that you'll take a little bookmark out of King Xerxes' library, I would say things may not get better for you. Just because you get rid of one problem may not mean you don't pick up another. I might also say that perhaps if you respected your wives, if you respected the women in your lives, the men in your lives, the people in your lives better, you would not run afoul like King Xerxes did. And to the women, I would say, sisters, hold on to your dignity. It is more precious than any crown jewel. It is more precious than any cup of wine the king may offer you. For at the end of the day, you still have yourself. And you still have that spirit in you that says, I am a person. Thank you for gathering with me today. My used-to-be royal subjects. I bid you adieu, and I'll get that fine, silly fellow out there in the hall. He was afraid to come in, and I don't blame him. But I bid you adieu. Adieu.